everybody? I am Coach Ray. Welcome to today's stick mobility class. So for today I have two 6-foot sticks and a 5-foot stick. I am going to be using the rack as a wall or a door frame, whatever you have available to you. And I also have a bench. Okay, so today's class is going to be a little bit more focused on recovery work and going through some flows today. So the intensity of the drills is not going to be super significant, but instead it's going to go more towards how to recover. And so we're going to work from the feet up to the spine, and then from there we're going to start to get into some of the other drills, which is going to be a little bit more holistic. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take my 5-foot stick. We're going to first start off with the feet and ankles here, okay? And so with this, you want to start with the horse stance. So the side profile is just so you can see how far the stick is away from the line of my toes. It's about roughly 10 to 12 inches. But from here, I want to take this horse stance here. My feet or my toes are pointed forward, and I want to grip at about roughly chest height, okay? Chest to sternum height. And we're only using the stick for balance here, okay? So I want to keep the shoulder blades down. I want to keep my pelvis stacked under my spine, and then we're going to bring both heels up as high as I can without the level of my hips changing here, okay? Now what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to teeter-totter going back and forth from raising one heel to the other. So I'm going to drop my right heel down towards the floor without my heel actually touching the floor. And then I'm going to switch, and as I'm bringing my right heel up, I'm going to drop my left heel down, okay? Now I'm going to switch again. Right heel goes down, left heel comes up. Good. Try to maintain balance the best way you can. Bring my right heel up, left heel comes down. Okay, I want to keep the knees in line with my toes. Now, left heel up, right heel down. Okay, should be on all 5 toes. Ball of foot in contact with the floor. Right heel up, left heel down. Okay, let's go a couple more here. Left heel up, right heel down. Excellent. Good. Right heel up, left heel down. Okay. Now we're going to bring it both up, and we're going to place the heels down slowly and under control. Okay, so now we're going to do here, we're going to focus on lateral shifting of the heels, but we're going to have both heels up off the floor here. So it's going to be a little bit hard balance wise. And so for this, I'm actually going to also switch my hands. So from here, okay, shoulders down, get in a nice tall posture. I'm going to bring both heels up. I'm first going to start on my right foot. I'm going to work my heel, my right heel in. So I'm going to be on my big toe of my right foot. And then I'm going to start to shift my heel outwards. And I'm going to be on a pinky toe of my right foot. Now I'm going to shift back in, okay, on that big toe. Good. Now shift the heel out towards that pinky toe. In. Good. Out. Good. In. And out. Back to center. Good. Now we're going to start on the left. So we're going to shift the heel in. Good. Out. In. Big toe. Out. Let's go 2 more. In. Out. Good again. One more time. In. And out. Back to center. And down. Good. So your calves are probably burning a little bit right now, but we're just trying to get all those tissues warmed up a bit here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a split stance. So for this, again, I'm going to start, with my right foot forward here, just so you can see the angles that I'm rotating at. And I want to take a pretty big split. I want to make sure that I'm gripping the ground with my toes here on my front foot. That back foot, I'm on the ball and toes of that foot here, okay? And I want to make sure that hip is pointed straight forward, right? And so what I'm going to do with my hands, for me, I use the grips as a good place of width to grip it at, okay? But a little bit wider than shoulder width should suffice. And so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to be on the ball of my back foot. I want to keep my left leg as straight as I possibly can. Okay, and I'm going to shift my weight forward on this front leg here, my right leg. Knee is stacked over the ankle. What I'm gonna do from here, I'm gonna pull the stick apart. I'm gonna get some activation on my upper back, about 20 to 30% tension, and then I'm gonna rotate towards that front leg. Still pulling apart. Now I'm gonna compress that stick, try to shorten it, bring it back to the middle. Good. Pull apart, and I'm gonna rotate outwards again. We're gonna go 5 reps. Hold. Compress. Back into neutral. Excellent. Okay, let's go a few more. Pull apart. Rotate towards that front leg. Compress. Back in. We're gonna do 2 more. Pull apart. Rotate out towards that front leg. Compress. Back down to neutral. One last time here. Pull apart. Rotate out. Compress. Back in. And relax. Good. Now we're going to switch sides. Okay? And so the main important thing of this movement is that we're trying to maintain that stability in the feet and that balance while at the same time working on our rotation. So we get some of the foot working here, we get the hips as well as the spine, okay? So we're gonna get in that same stance. Left foot is forward, right foot I'm back on the ball and toes of that right foot here, okay? I'm gonna stack my knee over my left knee over my left ankle here, okay? In a good position, I wanna hinge a bit. So we do that same thing, I'm gonna pull apart. Good, 20, 30%. Rotate to the left. Hold, compress the stick, bring it back down to neutral. Excellent. Pull apart. Rotate towards that front leg, so rotate to the left. Compress. Bring it back down. Good. Pull apart, feel that upper back getting active here. Okay. Compress. Back down. Let's go one more time. Pull apart. Rotate towards that left leg. Compress. Back down. Excellent. Good. Okay. And so now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go to horse stance. We're going to work on some more rotation here, but we're going to work on rotation while keeping the hips squared. And so the stick's going to be moving, right, along with our shoulders, but we're not really going to move the hips here. We're just trying to segment working on the spine. And so I'm going to take a horse stance. Toes are going to be forward here, okay? Now, in terms of where the stick is for this drill, I actually want you to have the stick in line with your left big toe. We're going to start by rotating to the left here, okay? So we're gonna get in a horse stance, toes are pointed forward. I'm gonna place both hands on the stick. I'm gonna actually have my right hand on top of my left hand in particular. It's gonna be about roughly shoulder height, okay? Now from here, keep those hips facing forward, okay? I'm gonna lightly drive the stick into the floor. And then what I'm gonna do from this position, you might be getting a little bit of rotation here, which is good, but I'm gonna start to rotate my left shoulder back, right shoulder across. Still driving the stick down about 20%, just to work on a little bit of activation here. Then I'm gonna bring it back forward, right to my center line. Okay, so driving that stick down about 15 to 20% tension. I'm gonna rotate the stick to my left. My shoulders are rotating to the left and my hips are staying forward. Okay? I'm gonna hold. In 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to that midline. Excellent. Let's go one more time here. So driving that stick into the floor, getting that activation. I'm gonna rotate to the left. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center and ease off. Excellent. Now we're going to switch back over to the other side. So the stick is only a couple inches in front of the line of your toes here. It's not really all that far, okay? So I'm gonna place my right hand on the bottom this time, left hand comes up over the top. So the main reason why is we're really trying to reach with this left hand here, okay? And so I'm gonna be in that same position from here, lightly drive the stick down in that horse stance, about 15 to 20% tension. Then I'm gonna rotate, keeping my hips forward, bringing my right shoulder back, left shoulder across my body, right, across my midline. Then I'm gonna bring it back forward. So driving the stick into the floor with 15 to 20% tension, okay? We're gonna do that 2 more times. If you can, try to keep both arms straight. If your right arm bends a little bit, that's okay. I'm gonna rotate across, keeping my head facing forward. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back forward to that midline again. Excellent. One last time here, okay? Bring that stick across, rotate that left shoulder forward, hold. In 3, 2, 1, and back forward, and ease off. Excellent. And so now we're gonna work on getting the neck tissues warmed up, mostly on the posterior chain here, but we're gonna add in some rotation left to right as we go through some of these drills here. And so what I'm gonna do in terms of grip, I like to go wider than shoulder width. However, to be a little bit more specific, I'm gonna place the stick on top of my head here, and I wanna make sure that both arms are at about 90 degrees. So I'm gonna get into that horse stance, okay? And I wanna squeeze my glutes, okay? I'm gonna bring the stick right behind my head, and just to show you, it's right behind, right under that occipital bone. So what I'm gonna do here, get into that horse stance, stay tight. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lightly pull the stick apart, okay? And then I'm gonna push my head back into the stick. You should feel those neck extensors working, okay? You're gonna hold only about 20 to 30%, nothing too crazy, right? In 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna ease off. Excellent, okay? We're gonna do that again. This time we're gonna add in rotations, okay? But you have to keep the back of your head in contact with the stick. So what I'm gonna do from here, I'm gonna pull the stick apart, 20, 30%. I'm gonna push my head back into the stick, trying to create a double chin. I'm gonna rotate to the right. Still pushing back. Excellent. Now I'm gonna rotate to the left. Still pulling that stick apart. Rotate to the right again. Excellent, rotate to the left. Back to center. And ease off. Good. We're gonna go one more time here, okay? Keep the tension the same, it's still only 20, 30%. Just trying to get everything warmed up here, okay? Get back down into that horse stance again, okay? Core engaged, glutes tight, pull the stick apart, 20, 30%. Push the head back into the stick, okay? Rotate to the right. Excellent, now to the left. Try to keep it under control the best way you can. Rotate to the right. Now rotate to the left. And back to center. And relax, ease off. Excellent, so that concludes the warm-up for today. And so now, we're gonna start to get into some hip drills, okay? But we are gonna go from a seated position here, okay? And so, I'm actually going to use the bench, okay? So, for the sake of, so you can see my alignment as I do these drills, I'm actually gonna sit on the edge of this bench here, but you can use a chair or whatever you have available to you. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place the sticks outside, okay? And I'm gonna actually have my right heel straight out. Now the bottom of the sticks are gonna be in line with the heel of my left foot here, okay? And I want to have my hands roughly about shoulder height, okay? First thing I'm gonna do from here, and also I'm sitting on the edge of the edge just a little bit, so basically the lining is right under my glutes. So from here, I want to drive the stick down first, dorsiflex the ankle, and then I'm going to simply lift my right leg up off the floor. I'm going to hover it for about 8 to 10 seconds. Hold, 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to bring it back down. Excellent, okay? Let's go 4 more here, right? So the main objective here is to try to keep that knee locked, the quads flexed, ankle dorsiflex as we go through this. Drive the sticks down at about 50 to 60% tension. Ankle dorsiflex, I want to lift straight up, best I can. Hold. And 3, 2, 1, bring it back down. Good. Okay? And if you're cramping, bend your leg a little bit, try to get out of it, right? All right, same thing. Drive the sticks down first. Ankle dorsiflex, knee locked out. Bring that leg up. Hold. Hold. And 3, 2, 1, back down. Ease off, relax. We got 2 more here, then we're gonna switch sides. Okay, drive the sticks down, ankle dorsiflex, right leg is straight. Bring the leg up off the floor, hold. Hold. 3, 2, 1, back down. Excellent. One last time here, okay? Drive the sticks down, 50 to 60% tension, okay? Try to stay upright. Bring that leg up off the floor. Hold. Hold. Good. 3, 2, 1, back down. And relax. So now we're gonna switch sides, okay? So one hip's gonna be harder than the other. And again, we're trying to get a lot of those anterior tissues to activate a little bit here. Okay? Everything's in the same position, okay? Arms straight, drive the sticks to the floor, 50, 60% tension. Left knee is locked out, ankle dorsiflex. Lift that leg off the floor, hold. And 3, 2, 1, bring it back down. Excellent. Got 4 more. So activate, drive the sticks to the floor. Bring that left leg up. Hover. Hold. Good. 3, 2, 1, back down. Got a few more here, okay? Arms straight, drive the sticks down, activate. Your leg straight, bring it up. Hold. Three, 2, 1, back down. Excellent. Couple more here. Arms straight. Drive the sticks to the floor, 50, 60% tension still. Dorsiflex that ankle. Bring the foot up. Hold. And 3, 2, 1, back down. Last one here, okay? Arms straight. Drive sticks to the floor. Good. Dorsiflex that ankle. Bring that heel up. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Back down. And excellent. Okay, good. So now we're going to go to a standing position here. And now we're going to do some hip abduction with some rotations of the hip here, okay? And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my feet together. Now, the bottoms of the sticks, angle those however far apart you're most comfortable with, but I would typically tend to go about 12 to 16 inches away from the midline of your foot, okay? And so what I'm gonna do here, I wanna have my hands roughly about shoulder height. Arms are straight. First thing I'm gonna do is gonna activate. So I'm gonna drive both sticks down into the floor, 50 to 60% tension, keep the shoulder blades down. Just wanna hold this position, just wanna get all those tissues turned on. Hold, you should be feeling your lats. All right, a little bit of the obliques in the core. Hold, 3, 2, 1, ease off. Good. Okay, now we're gonna start with bringing that left leg or left midfoot to the left stick, okay? So arms straight, drive the sticks down. Gonna bring that left midfoot to that left stick. I'm gonna push, drive that foot against the stick at about 50 to 60% tension. What I'm gonna do from here, I'm gonna rotate my foot and femur out, keeping the ankle dorsiflexed, then I'm gonna rotate it back in. I'm gonna do 4 more reps. So rotate out, and I'm still driving my foot into the stick. Rotate back in, good. A few more, rotate out, back in, good. 2 more, out, back in. Last one, rotate out. Keep that foot driving against the stick, driving back. Now rotate in and ease off and relax. Excellent. Now we're going to switch over to the right side here. So what we're going to do from here, same thing. Stand up tall, drive the sticks down, ribs down to the hips, okay? Take that right foot, push against that right stick. Good. 56% tension. I'm going to rotate out. Back in. Good. Out. Back in. Excellent. A few more. Out. In. Good. Out. Back in. Last one. Out. Back in. And relax. Excellent. Okay. As now we're going to do, we're going to change position. And so change the position of the sticks. So I'm going to go from a side profile here. And so I'm going to have both feet together. I'm going to have my left stick at 12 o'clock, and it's going to be angled in towards me. Okay, angled in towards my foot here. And then the right stick I'm going to have roughly about 2 o'clock. So what we're going to do here is we're going to tap our right leg to each stick. Okay? And so I'm going to take that shoulder height, grab the sticks to shoulder height. Okay? First thing I'm going to do here is we're going to drive both sticks down. Okay? You should feel the right side, the right lateral chain turn on in the obliques and the core. Now I'm going to keep my left leg straight, bring my right leg up. Good. Now I'm going to move my right leg out, touch the stick, push against. Now I'm going to bring it back forward, keep the hip up. I'm going to go out again, touch that outside stick, push against for about a second, bring it back forward. Good, let's go a few more. Bring the right hip out, push, bring it back forward. Let's go 2 more. Hip out, push, good, back forward. Last one, bring it out, push, back forward, and down. And relax. Now we're going to switch sides here. Good, so you notice that we're kind of doing everything in repetitions here. We're just trying to do a little bit of recovery, trying to get everything as active as we possibly can here. So I'm going to be in that same position. Right stick is at 12 o'clock. Left stick is at about 10. Okay? So from here, hands are at shoulder height. Drive both sticks down, 50 to 60% tension. Make sure to keep that right leg straight. Okay? We're going to bring up that left hip. Good. Bring it to the outside stick. Push. Back forward. Good. Again. Push, back forward. 3 more. Out. Good, back forward. Let's go 2 more. Out. Good, back forward. Last one. Out. Back forward. And down. And relax. All right, good. Okay. And so now what we're going to do here, I'm going to put one stick down. I'm going to use the rack. And again, this is going to act as if it's a wall here. What we're going to do here is we're going to work with some rotations, right? I'm going to use this as if it's a door frame, actually, to be more specific. And so what I want to do is I want to go with the staggered stance. So I'm going to have my left leg forward, or left foot forward, right foot back, but I'm not in too big of a split here. And what I want to do from this position here, left hand is at the end of the stick, right hand is right about where my right shoulder is, okay? From here, what I want to do, I want to drop my hips down, and I'm going to generate tension, right? Trying to bow the stick by driving it back this way, just to get some activation in the core here, okay? So what I'm going to do from here, arms are at 90 degrees, drop into that horse stance, okay? Knees bent. Now from here, I'm going to drive, hold, ease off tension. We're going to do about 1 to 2 second holds here. We're going to do 10 repetitions. Okay, same thing, arms in. I'm going to drive this stick into the wall, pull with that right hand, ease off that tension. Now reflexively, my left arm is going to push out. I'm going to be rotating, right? I'm going to pull, ease off. Good. Again, pull, ease off. That's 4. Pull, ease off. Good, that's 5, halfway there. Pull, ease off. Good, a few more. Pull, ease off. 3 more. Pull, ease off. Last 2. Pull, ease off. 1 more. Pull, ease off. Excellent. Now I'm going to switch sides. So I'm going to turn around. Okay? So my outside leg is forward, inside leg is back. Okay? Stick is in the same position. I want to make sure I got that. Take a wide base here. Okay? What are we going to do from here? We're going to do the same thing. Okay? Draw my hips down. From here, arms in, pull. Ease off. Good. Pull. Ease off. Good. Pull. Ease off. Again. Pull. Ease off. That's 4. Pull. Ease off. Halfway there. Pull. Ease off. Good. Pull. Ease off. Got 3 more here. Pull. Ease off. Last 2. Pull. Ease off. Last 1. Pull. Ease off. Awesome. Perfect. Good. Right. So now, we just kind of went through a little bit of core activation, working with a split stance, getting in a little bit of rotation, work on the obliques here. So again, we're just trying to go through these processes of getting everything as active as we possibly can. And so now what we're going to do, we're going to get into some of the deep fascial stretching. And so what I'm first going to do, I'm going to start on the lower body first, and then we're going to work on into the upper body, okay? And so I'm going to start off with the hamstrings. So I'm going to go back to the bench. I'm going to be in a seated position here, okay? So what I'm going to do, again, I'm off the edge of the bench, okay? And I'm going to have my feet together, okay? I'm going to start with my left leg first. I want to keep my heel in contact with the floor, okay? I want to have my ankle dorsiflex. And what I'm going to do from here, my hands are also at shoulder height. I'm first going to drive my foot into the floor and then drive the sticks into the floor about 15 to 20% for each, okay? And then I'm gonna start to shift forward, driving those sticks forward, trying to keep a neutral back as possible. Still keeping the ankle dorsiflexed. Driving that heel into the ground, getting a little bit of activation in the hamstring as well as a stretch. Then I'm gonna come back up and ease off that tension, okay? We're gonna do that same thing again. Drive the heel down, drive the sticks down, all right? Create a little bit of tension there, 15 to 20%. Gonna start to drive those sticks forward, try to stay as upright as I can. Hold, 3, 2, 1, good, back up, good. I'm actually gonna now, we're gonna change the hands a little bit by bringing them up overhead now, or a little bit more overhead, above the forehead. So same thing, okay? Drive the heel down, drive the sticks down, and then hinge forward. Drive those sticks forward, hold. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna come back up. Excellent, ease off. Now we're gonna switch sides, okay? Gonna have that right heel forward, okay? So I'm gonna do that same thing. I'm gonna bring my hands down to shoulder height, right? Now I'm gonna drive that right heel into the floor lightly, drive the sticks into the floor, hold that position. Now I'm gonna start to shift forward. Good, keep that tension, hold, 3, 2, 1, back up. Excellent. Let's get 2 more here, okay? Keep the ankle dorsiflexed, drive that heel to the ground lightly, drive the sticks to the floor. I'll drive those sticks forward, try to get a good stretch going. And if you're getting too much sensation in the back of the knee, try going with a soft knee bend. 3, 2, 1, back up. Excellent. Just place our hands up higher, okay, above the forehead here. Same thing, ankles dorsiflex, driving that heel into the ground lightly, driving the sticks into the floor. Good, now start to drive those sticks forward. Hold. 3, 2, 1, ease off, and excellent. Good. Okay, so now we're going to go to a standing, working on some of the adductor and hamstrings as well. And so we're going to do here, so typically with this, usually go with a much wider stance, but for the purpose of doing this drill, I actually want to go with a stance that's not too wide here, okay? And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna angle both sticks out pretty far away. So I'll go with side profile here, angle the sticks out like so, okay? And I wanna have my toes facing forward, okay, the best I can. What I'm gonna do from here, the sticks are resting on my chest or shoulders, and I'm gonna place my hands on the sticks like so, okay? Now what I'm first gonna do from here is I'm going to drive my hips back, reaching down towards the bottoms of the stick. I want to slide down, drive my hips back as much as I possibly can. Hold here. Try to maintain as neutral of a spine as you possibly can. Good. Now we're going to add some subtle movements of rocking the hips or moving the hips back and forth. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start to come up a little bit, rock forward, and then I'm going to drive my hips back further away from the sticks. Good. I'm going to rock my hips forward again, drive my hips back further from the sticks, try to get as far as you can. Come up one more time. Good, and then drive those hips back away from the sticks. Good, we're going to come up and relax for a second, okay? And so now we're going to do, I'm going to place my hands on the sticks at the bottom, and I'm going to extend my hands out, okay? So what I'm going to do from here is we're gonna go to that same position, okay? I'm gonna drive my hips back, reach down, excellent. I'm gonna place my hand right about below my shoulder, and now I'm gonna extend my hands out, so driving my hips back, a really good stretch, right? Kind of working on the back a little bit as well as the hamstrings, so get that entire posterior chain. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Bring the sticks back in. Good. Come up. And excellent. Good. So wiggle the feet in a little. Okay. And so now we're going to do is we're going to work on the quad a little bit, going a little bit of a quad stretch, right? Typically with this shoe, it would be good to have a pad. I should have mentioned that earlier. It's my fault. You want to have a pad or something for you to kind of kneel on if you can get to it. If not, something that's up tall here, okay? And so what we're going to do here, we're going to place both sticks in front. Right leg is forward. And I'm going to have my left foot on top of the bench here. And I'm going to simply drop my left knee down to the floor here, okay? And so what I want to do, from this position, this may be a stretch here. So again, if you need to, shift your hips forward a little bit to reduce the amount of stretch you're getting. But what I want to do from this position is I'm going to simply go through some activations of driving the sticks down and tucking my pelvis in. So from this position here, first thing I want to do is I want to drive the sticks down about 20%. I want to tuck my pelvis in. I'm going to get a really big stretch on the front of the hip. I'm going to hold for a couple seconds and then I'm going to ease off, okay? I'm going to do that a few more times. Drive the sticks down, tuck my pelvis in, hold, good, and ease off. Excellent. Let's go a few more here. Drive the sticks down, tuck the pelvis in, ease off. Good. Let's go 2 more. Drive the sticks down, tuck the pelvis in, ease off. Good. One last time. Drive the sticks down, tuck the pelvis in, and ease off. Now we're going to use the sticks to come up out of the position. Good. Now we're going to switch over to the other side. Okay. I'm going to place my right foot on top of the bench here. Okay. I'm going to get back down into that same position. Okay. So I repeat those same cues. Okay. Drive the sticks down, tuck the pelvis in, hold, and ease off. Good. Drive the sticks down, tuck the pelvis in, breathe, ease off. We're only holding these for a few seconds. We're not holding that for too long. Drive the sticks down, tuck the pelvis in, ease off. Good. Let's go 2 more here. Okay. Drive the sticks down, tuck the pelvis in, ease off. Good. Last one. Drive the sticks down, tuck the pelvis in, and ease off. Good. Use the sticks to help assist you back up. Good. Okay, so we kind of worked on the lower body there. Let's get into the lower back real quick. Okay. So I'm going to move the bench over just a bit here. I'm going to place one stick down. So we're going to get into that QL and that low back region right back here. Okay. So I'm going to use the bench and I'm going to sit on the bench. And what I'm going to do is I want to have one glute hanging off the bench. So I'm going to have my right glute hanging off here. Okay. What I'm going to do from here, I'm going to place the stick right next to my right hip. And I'm going to place my right hand up top as far as I can. Excuse me. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to place my left hand on the stick for extra support. And then I'm going to drop the right pelvis down towards the floor, reaching up with my right hand. Should be feeling the stretch in the QL, the lower back, a little bit of the lat as well. And you're going to come back up. Bring that pelvis back up a bit. Okay. Let's go a couple more here. Okay. Really reach up top. Drop that right side of your pelvis down towards the floor. Reach up with that right hand. Hold. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna come back up. We're gonna go one more time here, okay? We're gonna drop that right pelvis down towards the floor. Reach up with that right hand. Hold. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Gonna bring it back up. Excellent. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn this way so you can also see a side profile. Okay. So we're gonna bring, so my left glute is off the bench. Left hand is up as high as I can reach. Right hand is on the stick as support. And what I'm gonna do from here, I'm gonna drop that left side of my pelvis down towards the floor. You'll probably notice that one side is tighter than the other. Okay, it kind of shows you what side you need to stretch out here. I'm gonna bring that left side of my pelvis back up. Good. Reset your grip. Okay. Same thing. Drop that left side of your pelvis down towards the floor. Reach up with that left hand. Okay, open up those lateral tissues. Open up that lower back. Good. Bring that left side of your pelvis back up. All right. One last time. Okay. Drop that left side of your pelvis down towards the floor. Good. Take advantage of that stretch. And 3, 2, 1. Bring that left side back up. Excellent. Good. Okay. Just kind of went through stretching out the low back there. It's a really good way to kind of open up those QL, especially for a lot of people that have them that are really, really tight. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take both of my 6-foot sticks. Okay. I'm just going to move this out a little. Now, what I want to do here, I'm going to focus on opening up the chest. So the angling of the sticks are going to be a little bit different, right? And so what I want to do from here, I want to take shoulder width stance, toes are pointed forward, okay? Now in terms of where the grip is in my hands, I actually like to tend to go right about where my face is. So right about nose to mouth level, okay, nose to chin level. I want to have my toes pointed forward, okay? I'm actually going to drive the sticks out as if like I'm trying to create a Y shape, okay? And so what I'm going to do from here, I'm first going to pull the sticks in. I'm going to lightly drive the sticks to the floor, okay? 15 to 20%, nothing too significant. I'm going to drive my hips back and I'm going to reach out with both hands, almost like in a Y shape. I'm going to lightly drive my chest towards the floor here. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to open up the tissues in my pecs, right? Going to get a little bit of a stretch in the biceps too, possibly, right? I'm trying to open up those anterior tissues here a little bit. Good. I'm going to come back up slowly. Bring the sticks back in. Excellent. Okay. Good. I'm actually going to have you move your hands down just like a couple inches. We're going to do that same thing again. Okay. So first thing we're going to do, drive sticks down lightly, 15 to 20%. Okay. I'm going to reach out with both hands, driving my hips back, hinging. Drive my chest toward the floor. Feel those tissues in your pecs open up here. Okay? So for a lot of people that have a tight chest or tight shoulders, this is a really good drill to open up those tissues here. Okay? Breathe. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Gonna come back up. Bring the sticks back in. Excellent. One last time. If you're comfortable, move your hands a little bit lower. Okay, a couple inches lower again. We're going to go through that one more time. Okay. Drive the sticks down lightly. Okay. Reach out with both hands in the shape of a Y. Drive those hips back. Good. Go down towards the floor. Excellent. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to come back up and in. Excellent. Good. All right, so open up those tissues, get a really good stretch. Now I'm going to place one stick back down. And now we're gonna get a little quick bow and arrow, okay? Open up those lateral tissues, open up the lats here, right? So we're gonna take a hip width stance, toes are pointed forward, bottom of the stick is angled out about 10 to 12 inches from the outside of my midfoot. I'm gonna be on the left side of my body first, have the stick on the left side of my body first. I'm gonna stretch out that right side. So we're gonna take my right hand, reach up over the top, thumb face down towards the floor. But we're gonna floss in and out of the bow and arrow here. So it's gonna be basically like a continuous movement. So first thing I'm gonna do, as always, drive your hips away from the stick, extend your hands out. 1, 2, 3, back in. Now we're gonna go back out again. Get to that max range. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back in. Let's go a couple more. Extend the hips away from the stick. Extend your hands out. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's go one more time here. Okay. Drive the hips away. Extend those hands out. 1, 2, 3. Back in. Ease off. Now we're gonna switch sides, okay? Position is the same, okay? Right hand on the stick, right about roughly hip height, all right? Take that left hand, reach up over the top. Okay, grab the stick, thumb face down towards the floor, drive those hips away, extend those hands out. 1, 2, 3, back in. Good, drive the hips away from the stick, extend those hands out. 1, 2, 3, back in. Let's go 2 more here. Drive the hips out, extend those hands out. 1, 2, 3, last one. Good. Drive the hips away from the stick, extend those hands out. 1, 2, 3, back in. Excellent, ease off, and that concludes today's class. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed the class as a recovery today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.